All right, from education, we move to fashion. Education is for a well-rounded development, right? So, some have been well-educated in combining bits and pieces of clothing from whatever part of the world. But from this part of the world, let's talk to Anjorin Babatunde. He's the progenitor, if you like, of Afrofusion, Afrocentric fashion. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Brief.
Good morning.
It's an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
So let's start with your ensemble. It's a statement.
I'm sure it's dodgy like, nah, that's not me.
But
That's me.
This is a statement.
Yeah,
who knew that?
I love representing myself.
Yes. So who knew that combat could be done in an African fabric and it would still be beautiful? You, right?
I just have my concept of making something unique. I don't like do what people do. I'm kind of like, I'm an outstanding designer. Most of my work is like outstanding designer. So I like doing something like, people like, wow, I didn't get this. Like this, I'm making this with like denim, yeah?
Yeah.
The denim art. So I think by combining combat with denim art, I think people really admire it. Like, it's like a cargo wear, but the Afrocentric cargo.
Afrocentric cargo.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So I'm sure you have an expansive clientele base of not just Nigerian patrons, but patrons from all over the world. Talk to us about how Nigerian Afrocentric fashion is becoming more acceptable to not just Nigerians, but to other people who see, oh, we love what Nigerians wear, and they're embracing it.
Actually, I think that people in the global really appreciate more of our design, our culture than we Nigerians.
Wow.
Yeah. People over there do appreciate what we do here than we Nigerians. Unlike our artists now, the musicians, they can keep wearing what we do in Nigeria to promote our culture than you wearing other brands, People like all this Whiskey, they will do, they keep wearing Nigerian brand. I think to be more acceptable here as well, because we do buy most of our international wear, which is not supposed to be. We have to support ourselves so we can be all over the world. So if you are not wearing what you have here, how would you go over the world? It's not possible.
That is a very interesting point you make, because their brand of music is called Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Right? But when it comes to fashion, they don't stick to Afrocentric fashion.
Yeah.
So you are saying that since they're doing Afrobeats, right?
Yeah.
They should also be
Afrocentric
in the fashion sense.
Yeah, yes.
So just paint a picture. I don't know whose concert is coming up next. But if you were to style one of them, what kind of... Because a lot of them want to, I don't know if they really want to do Afro fabrics, but they're like, it maybe limits me, or you cannot give me the style I want. But are you able to cater to their style and give them
I think I have everything they want in my wardrobe.
I like that.
I have it all.
So paint a picture. If you were to style one of them, what kind of style will you give them?
Actually,
top to bottom.
Even though some of them prefer to go shirtless.
They wear singlets sometimes. Because I'm looking at this. This is beautiful. So if you were to style, I don't want to mention anybody, so I don't
like to style Ashake.
Ashake. What kind of style will you give Ashake? From cap to all the way.
I have my collection. They're called jungle collections. Jungle collection is like bring out the energy in you, because everything jungle is from the street. And Ashake is from the street as well. So that will give him the more energy. By the time you're wearing a jungle collection, you see a lot of crowd in you, with confidence, you got the confidence in you. So I love the style like Ashake.
I like that. Yeah. So the jungle collection, is it Adire? Is it Ankara? Is what kind of trouser?
It's not about Adire or Ankara. It's about generally African fabric with a style of like a robe, like a forest fabric, like a pattern that relate to the jungle, You see the jungle, you see the street, they flow together, So all these two things will give my energy to do better when you're on the stage.
I like that.
Beautiful, and we can see, but some of these designs look like they're very well suited for informal occasions, you know, beaches, get-togethers, outings. Talk to us about designs for formal occasions as well, for corporate events. Do you also cater to those, or this is just your area of specialization?
Actually, I don't really, I'm a kind of designer that I don't like doing something that is too simple. I like something like, how do they come with this idea? How do they come with this idea? So I started from like a normal corporate wear, normal native, but when I started going international, I was like, I want to upgrade my brand, you know? And according to my logo, give me more energy. So this logo is like a story about my life. That's the logo, you know? Whatever I want to do in life, you have to expect an obstacle, a challenge from different area. Because me see the challenges as part of me. So I'm not doing the fashion just for money alone. I'm doing it for passion. So the more I do it for passion, give you more client, more money. Because whatever you're doing for passion,
the money
you're not even being money. But if you're doing it for money alone, when the challenges come around, you get tired of it.
And this is your work on display in an international runway, right?
Yeah, that's the one I do the H3 Festival in Washington, D.C. in September.
September 2024.
Yeah, 2024.
Talk to us about this. This is an international community. We see less of Africans here, but more of, Caucasians. Talk to us about the acceptability of the work put on display here and the outcomes after this event.
Actually, like I talked about jungle from the beginning, so I want the people from the street to vibe my jungle collection, you know. So to just introduce more of our African design to people in the Western world, you know, not for the black alone. We have to put the white to rock it as well. For the white, hardly they will just admire they only admire African wear, but they're not going to be like one of world African wear. But we have to push it to them that, without Africa, there's no fashion. Fashion made in Africa, you know?
And I think it's something we need to say time and again, because when you're looking for color, when you're looking for personality in fashion, when you're looking for even flamboyant, if you want loud, if you want something that has a statement, and I'm not saying this because I'm African, maybe I am, but come to African
come
fashion.
Home, right?
Come over, this is where you find it, that's why you have all the culture, the tradition. But I'm curious about your story, because I mean, you're big now, your name is everywhere, but how did you start? Where did you start from?
I think I started from a crash. It was started by a Latin fashion designer. He's a friend of mine then, right? I'm like, okay, you want to learn fashion? I'm going to train you. Actually, actually, I don't want to learn what he's doing then. But he's not in vogue then. What he's doing is not in vogue. But the other thing that is vogue, nobody want to take me. You're like, this boy, you're too stubborn, you're this, that. Like, we can't take you. All I would do is...
Are you still stubborn?
Yeah, of course, I am. I am, you know. I was like, okay, let me just go for this that is not in vogue. And I done a last time, I was like, started doing it with different challenges. Last time I was like, you have to go, you have to leave this show. I was like, no, I have to be here. Whatever is going to happen to me, let me be here. So my mom, I have to live here. I have to go and live without Alaska. So I went to Alaska, stayed with him, like about 2 years.
What part of Lagos was that?
In Novalende, still Novalende.
Novalende.
Yeah, I was born in Novalende.
Beautiful.
So I started in Novalende with Alaska fashion. So as a Ghanaian, was a friend of mine, but just like, let me just take you. But now, we are no more friends. I'm a boss. I said, no problem. With different culture, all I know. This thing...
You died here, as they say.
I died here. So after something like 2 years, I was like, okay, fine. You can go and...
Start up your own.
Not even start, go and do maybe IST somewhere, some other fashion design. I was like, hey. And I went to Ruby Garment and Logo Creation. So they have an institute there with the fashion institute. I was like, okay, fine. I'm here, I'm working, they're paying me, I'm still on that training. It's a big opportunity for me. So from the Ruby Garment, I grab a lot of things then. What I grab in Ruby Garment is just how to package things, how to meet clients, there's some clients you meet, you get scared of talking to them. But from Ruby Garment, I gain everything. So after that, I spent 4 or 5 years with Ruby Garment. So And I left the government to work with Odua Creation as well. They were like, we have a lot of designer here. Then I was doing Tinku embroidery. That's what I learned from my last time. It's not sewing, it's not cutting. Started from Tinku embroidery. They were like, we have a lot of designer here, so what do? You have to be in the cap department. Or like, we're doing cap.
You really have been there and done that.
Yeah.
So how cheap is it, or no, I'm not using the word cheap now. Can we afford Babatunde Anjorin?
Actually, a lot of people call me billionaire tiller. Billionaire tiller, like billionaire fan, I'm a billionaire tiller. You come to me, don't tell me you are poor, you are rich. Once you come to my show, you are rich. So you have different categories. And we treat our customer with different energy.
Based on your energy and money level.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great story, by the way. Great story, from Obalinde to becoming a global brand. And we're proud of you. We're proud of what you do, how you're projecting Nigeria on the international community. Anjorin Babatunde, a fashion designer, has been our guest on this segment. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.